Hey guys, what's going on? It's Carter, and this is episode 3, I think, maybe 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 of Walking One Take. And I am literally in my roots right now. As you can see, I have corn over here, and I think this is soybean. I'm probably gonna get trolled on the internet because that's probably completely wrong. But in this episode, I actually want to talk about a topic it's not a question that I got asked. But it's about a blog post that I recently wrote, and the blog post was titled "How to Lose 100 Pounds of Fat," and it's probably already posted, so I'll put the link somewhere on the screen. But there's one piece of the article that I kind of wanted to touch on this video real quickly, and it's around the topic of both obsession and moderation. And so, sorry if I think I'm like sweating like crazy. I've been on this walk for a while, so. But anyways, all right, obsession and moderation. A lot of the time in the fitness industry, people look at obsession as a bad thing, and rightfully so. I think that the ultimate goal with health should be moderation, because with my approach to nutrition, I do preach a moderate approach, a flexible approach to dieting, and I also do the same with exercise. Like, if you don't like strength training, 4 or 5 days a week, you don't have to. You should do what you enjoy. I would rather you be active and eat the food you enjoy. Just be smart about it. And so, in one sense, I definitely understand how moderation can be useful for long-term success. But on the other hand, I also know that people who have been struggling with, being severely overweight or obese, like people who need to lose, 50 plus pounds, 75, 100 or more pounds. Like, for example, like me, like I lost 140 pounds. Like, people like us, moderation isn't going to work. And here's why. People didn't moderately become obese. I guess, I don't know if that really makes sense. Like, it wasn't on accident. We became overweight or severely overweight and obese because, of strong emotional connections to food and a number of unhealthy habits that, compounded over time to cause this effect. And so there was nothing really moderate, I guess, about becoming obese. And so I just don't understand the mindset that being moderate about losing weight, at least in the short term, is a good idea. Because people who have dealt with, weight for a while kind of have an issue with delayed gratification and slow progress in the first place. Especially for me, I couldn't have imagined whenever I started losing weight, if I was only losing 1 pound a week every single week from the beginning. That would have taken forever, and I would have lost motivation so quickly. And so, in my opinion, I think if you are someone who has a large amount of weight to lose, it's actually a good thing to be a little more intense from the start and be a little bit more obsessed with your fitness. Being obsessed with eating certain meals throughout the day. Obviously, I don't think that anyone should ever meal prep for an entire week or eat the same foods. Meal prep that's a bad example. Meal prepping might be useful for someone who has a busy schedule. But the idea that if you think that you have to eat the same meal every day, every 2 hours, that's unnecessary. But you know what? For some people, maybe only eating a few different meals every day for the first couple of months is a good thing, because it takes your mind off of always thinking about food. I can definitely see where that's useful. And the same thing goes with exercise. Some people, they say, just go outside and walk for 5 minutes a day, make it a habit. Yeah, maybe for some people that will work, but for most people, and especially people who are dealing with being overweight or severely overweight or obese, that's just not going to work. For me at least, I started out going crazy in the gym 5 days a week, and I don't really recommend that to anyone the way I did it, because I went way too hard. But there is some benefit to just getting into the groove of things, saying I'm going to work out, I'm going to go exercise 3 days a week, and I'm going to eat these foods. I'm just going to start doing it, because you see quicker results and you get more motivated. And so that's just my little personal opinion on it. I think as time goes on, you can start to scale things back and take a more flexible, moderate approach to your health. But in the beginning, if you're someone who's obese and has 50 or more pounds to lose, especially someone who has 100 pounds or more to lose, it can be very beneficial to be more restrictive from the start and see quicker progress. Don't be crazy and eat less than 1,000 calories and do 7 days a week of 5-mile jogging. That's too much. But it might be in your best interest to have your diet set up to where you're losing 2 or 3, maybe even 4 pounds a week. And considering a lot of that's probably water weight, and then, you know, exercising more because it might help you take your mind off of food. Like, I think that's okay. And so that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Just to say that obsession is, most of the time, being obsessed is a bad thing. But there are occasions in fitness where being obsessed and like really putting your all into it can be useful. And I think whenever you're obese or severely overweight, wanting to lose weight, that can be a time when it can be useful. So I hope this video was useful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you want to see more, please subscribe. All right, guys, thanks. Till next time.